ay precisely naganap sa konteksto na ang press freedom was under pressure. Sasabihin pa nga ng iba, under attack.
If you smell what the rock...
Madam Chair, with all due respect to the good senator, may we know why we are belaboring this issue?
Oh, Madam Chair. Chair, I'm hardly belaboring the issue. 2 taon na ito mula nung nangyari ito. At hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin matiyak ng nagkaisa at ng ibang labor centers kung yung higit 11,000 manggagawa ay nakapaghahanap na muli ng trabaho. Hindi pa masigurado kung yung 100,000 mga pamilya o milyong-milyong mga manonood ay na-satisfy ng muli yung dating na ibibigay sa kanilang serbisyo. And hardly belaboring dahil ito po ay may kinalaman dun sa trust na ilalagak ng publiko sa chair ng COA batay sa track record na ipinakita nila bilang chair ng ibang komisyon. And if we can in fact say, Madam Chair, na mas mataas pa nga ang tungkulin ng COA bilang isa sa mga constitutional commissions natin.
But Madam Chair,
if I may just continue, if I may just complete this sentence, Madam Chair, dear colleague, this is hardly belaboring dahil yung sa tingin ko lamang pong injustice na nangyari dito ay hindi pa po nga sapat na napag-usapan ni nabigyan ng hustisya. Salamat na lang na sinabi ni Chair na humingi sila ng paumanhin, ng tawag at ng pasensya. At yan ay posibleng simula na ng pagwawasto ng sitwasyong ito. So this is hardly belaboring the point, Madam Chair, with all due respect.
Madam Chair, suppose the matter has become moot and academic already. The chairman already made his answer. Yun pong pinakita kanina na sinabi niya na okay, magbibigay po tayo ng temporary whatever. Ano yung sinabi mo, Chairman?
Para pong provisional authority po.
You were before the hearing. Yun, kumuha ka ng the chairman asked for a DOJ opinion. That is why he presented him at the time is a win-win situation. But you know, Madam Chair, the chairman is a lawyer, I am a lawyer. A DOJ opinion, however good it may seem to be, is not a law. Nobody is bound by that legal opinion. Not even the one which was suggested in that hearing, which I heard earlier, that a joint house resolution, not even a joint house resolution, is enough. A franchise. Only Congress. That is by the Constitution. That is why when he said he based his decision on the jurisprudence, representing himself is the Chief Justice. The first Chief Justice. That ponensya, Madam Chair, Supreme said that no network, no radio, television network can operate without a franchise. Without renewing a franchise. Period. The chairman cannot do anything. He will be remiss of his duty. He will be violating the law. But I said this is moot and academic. In the House of Representatives, we have proven the various violations of ABS-CBN. How much taxes have been withheld from the government? Billions of taxes. Siguro kaya ka lang humihingi ng tawad dahil naawa ka sa mga nawala ng trabaho. But that is not your fault. You have to protect the government, the interest of the government. Bakit kayo hingi ng tawad kung tama ang ginawa mo? It's based on the law. It's based on jurisprudence. That is something that you need not ask for forgiveness for, Mr. Chairman. Also, no one can debate against the violations established there. Not only taxes, issuance of Philippine depositary receipts. Intervention, somebody is talking about 11,000. Not 11,000. We think that only about 2,800 employees all in all. Yung iba contractual, yung iba project workers, bigyan ng regularization ng ABS-CBN, ang daming violation din ng labor code. What about the Philippine Depositary Receipts? What about the citizenship of the very chairman of the network? Historical na po ito. It's not about freedom, Madam Chair. It's about franchise. Iba po yun eh. A franchise to be granted by the House of Representatives is the only permit for a network to operate. Doesn't matter. Wala tayong pinag-uusapan na freedom of speech there. Freedom of speech it's not the subject matter in that, Madam Chair. Ito tinatanong ko lang with all due respect to the Senator, we should not belabor this case. Salamat po.
Salamat po, Madam Chair, at salamat, dear colleague. To reiterate, I am not belaboring. I am raising questions and receiving answers sa mga issues na unresolved. It is not moot and academic. Kasi ito po, sa aking hamak na opinyon lamang, ay isang continuing injustice. Hindi po siya naging win-win situation. Kung win-win lamang po, hindi na po ito kailangang itanong pa. No one can debate. We are a deliberative body, Madam Chair. Lahat po tayo ay mga mambabatas. We can and should debate kung sakaling may mga issue na hindi po tayo nagkakasundo. Gaya ng sinabi ko po kanina sa Good Chair, hindi po ako pinalad na maging abogado tulad nila at ng dear colleague. But we are all legislators. We can and we should debate if we must para makabuo tayo ng pagkakasundo kung magkakasundo man tayo. Only about 2,800 employees, ano man ang employment status nila, kaya nga't ipinaglalaban namin dito sa Senado at ang mga colleagues sa House ang security of tenure. 2,800 man lang ang may security of tenure nung panahong iyon. More than 11,000 ayon sa nagkaisa. At mas makikinig po ako sa labor center. More than 11,000 sa unang wave pa lang. Kahit pa mga contractual na dapat ay ginawang may security of tenure ay nawalan ng trabaho. At yung lahat ng 11,000 na iyon higit, hindi lang yung 2,800 ay hindi pa natin sigurado kung may trabaho na ulit. And lastly, before I go to my last question, if I may, Madam Chair, to the Good Chair, how can we say this is not about press freedom? It's about franchise. Sa issue pong ito, nagbuhol-buhol yung dalawang iyon. It is about press freedom. Dahil broadcasting company ang humingi ng renewal of franchise. Pero itong kaganapan tungkol sa franchise nila, laban sa franchise nila, ay precisely naganap sa konteksto na ang press freedom was under pressure. Sasabihin pa nga ng iba, under attack. At yun na nga po, yung mas maayos sana na resolution ng issue na provisional franchise para maidugtong sa, provisional authority, Madam Chair, para maidugtong sa prangkisa ibibigay ng Kongreso. Yun sana ay maka-reinforce dun sa pundasyon at mga depensa sa press freedom. So I must make these points of record, Madam Chair. And these are hardly points that are being belabored. These are points, forgive me, Madam Chair, these are points that we must make continuously. Hindi po ito isang kasalanan o pag-aaksaya ng oras. Ito po ay bahagi ng trabaho natin bilang mambabatas at bagay na inilalaan natin sa mga opisyal ng executive na dinidinig natin for confirmation whether NTC noon or COA ngayon, Madam Chair. So if I just may ask one question, Chair, Madam Chair, bilang bagong COA Chair, payagan niyo po ba ang sarili niyo o yung opisina niyo, a constitutional commission no less, na ma-pressure muli ng ibang government official o entity kahit ito'y lalabag sa mga tungkulin ng inyong opisina, Chair?
Thank you, Madam Chair, Honorable Senator Risa. Hindi po tayo papayag na mangyari ang ganon, Madam Chair.